for being with me on today. As above, so below. We are talking about Saturn energy. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in the ATRS. I want to say to each and every one of you guys that are following me, that are being notified that Apostle Eve is live, I want to share something today, and it is geared from a conversation that I had with my son, and I am going to share some universal truth with you. No matter who you are, whether you are a beginner, advanced, whether you are intermediate, whether you are on the side and just watching how these things go out. I came on today, many people know that I practice the ATRs, and I have been practicing the ATRs since I was a child. I am today 51 years old. My birthday was yesterday. Mafedi Fun, Oya, and Mafedi Fun Obatala. And I want to say to all of the Mari and the Olofi and to the Orishas and to the Eguns, it is so very, very sad that a lot of you guys do not understand why I come on my platform and I share information free. I don't have to share this information. I share this giving you an opportunity to be grounded in some level of truth and reality of how spirituality works. And so therefore, if you get into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Christianity, whether you're a Muslim, Ajay, whether you decide, sir, a man to be in shamanism, whether mystic or Ajay, whether you just want to do a little conjure for the love in your life, or you just want to get a little money, or whether you want to help on your health, I try to make, what's up there, my Boaz, my Pisces in the house? I try to make things so very, very simple so grown people can make rational decisions. But a lot of times when it comes to spirituality, people are just not listening, or they're going by the things that you have been told in Christianity. Even though you're trying to practice hoodoo, even though you're trying to practice voodoo, even though you're trying to be an Ifa, or you're trying to be in another religion. It is no different in any relationship. Every relationship is distinctly different. Every relationship. What's up there, my baby Scorpio? Keisha in the house. There go my mama Susan in the house. I was trying to debate y'all. What's up, Prince? Long time no see. Much love to you. I was trying to debate whether I go on TikTok to do this, and then I said, I heard Mario say in my head, most of my people are over here on YouTube, and I'm trying to help so many people as much as I can. But at the end of the day, common sense ain't common. And in order to not fail at Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, or any ATR that you desire to practice, or whatever ancestral spirit that you are working with you, or whatever, Orisha or Loa, at the end of the day, you're listening to somebody that actually lives this life. Now, my subject today, because this is Saturn energy, this is for my Aquarius, this is for Capricorn, and we all have these placements somewhere in our chart. But if anybody on this platform or these platforms can tell you simplistically from experience, I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're straight, I don't care if you bi, I don't care if you're educated, I don't care if you ain't smart enough to get out of an open wet paper bag, I don't care if you got money, I don't care if you ain't got two nickels to rub together. If you listen at the practicality that I share, even if you decide not to buy any of my products and just take the wisdom, I am living example. I'm not sharing nothing that I would not tell it to my own biological children that came out of these nuts. You understand? I'm not this stuff right here, because at the end of the day, yes, we can make money out here, but at the end of the day, if people are uninformed or have no real reality about how this really works, then how does the spirits of that said religion or tradition get glorified? The same thing, if we don't see miracles in the name of Jesus, then why would we keep praying in the name of Jesus? If we don't see nothing in Obatala, then why would we keep venerating Obatala? If my grandmother not moving for me, why would I keep? It's like, that's what I mean. Things need to make sense. You can't keep telling yourself, like, I on my platform, I am not here, sir, ma'am, to sell you a dream. Your job is to go to sleep and have a dream. And then you got to get up and make that happen. I want you to understand how much work it goes into doing magic. So you can, just like relationship. I hear people say, oh, I want a relationship. Not realizing how much work that go in a relationship. Oh, I want a business. Not realizing how much work goes into having a business and then maintaining it and still having a life outside of that business. Huh? Some of y'all looking for good dick, and now you got good dick in your life. Now you complaining about you getting too much dick in your life. You understand? I don't have time for that. You as a grown man or woman should understand where you are in your life, what you can do from what you can. And ain't nothing wrong, baby, declining. You understand? I'm going to say this. It ain't nothing wrong with looking and admiring at that Mercedes and knowing where you at in your life and decline. Huh? As Monique, the comedian, said, I respectfully decline. Because I respect the value and I know I can't get it. If I get it, I can't maintain it. So therefore, ain't no sense of me messing up the Mercedes and turning it into a Toyota. Ain't no sense of frustrating me and having me in the hospital because I can't see these payments and this mortgage. You understand? I want y'all to respect the wisdom that I share for free. I'm not, listen, I got to go, Chloe's got a Christmas parade. And I did a cleansing bath, and thank you to everybody that supported my birthday and sent me Cash App, Zelle. Y'all did the most, and I just truly appreciate that. And just I'm blessed. So but it's like it's not enough for me to have the knowledge. What's up, Renee? I got your text, baby. Thank you guys so much. Let me tell y'all something. My subject today is in dealing with structure with Capricorn. And I know that a lot of people don't like Capricorn energy. It don't matter if you was in voodoo, Santeria, Kumi. Nobody likes Capricorn that don't like to follow instruction. Nobody likes Capricorn or this energy of Saturn if you don't like punctuality. You don't know how to manage. You're not a good student. Like when you try to live your life reckless and not about the rules and regulations of the universe, then yes, you're not going to like how Saturn comes in your life and reconstructs things or tear down things that you done built up for your false securities. Okay? What's up, Natasha Foster? My baby in the house. Happy Saturday to each and all of y'all. I say this. Now, when I say making sense of the nonsense in the ATRS, I'm going to say it like this. To give you some visual, because I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, my rising sign. This is what I see people do. You will go out your way. Now, this ain't something somebody forced on you. This ain't somebody made you do. This is a grown man or woman making a decision. I watch you go out your way to do everything you can. To get the boat, you get the rod, you get everything to catch you a shark. Then after you actually catch the shark, after you did all that to catch the shark, then you spend the rest of your relationship with that shark trying to put it in a goldfish boat. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Why are you trying to force a shark that had the freedom in the ocean to try to put that shark in a goldfish boat? Because that's what makes you feel comfortable. I'm waiting. When I tell you about magic and offer you things or that, it is with the rationale that a grown man and a woman understands. That if I'm going to ask for a job, there must be a business. And there must be a business that is thriving enough to pay me. And so therefore, as a grown man, once God, Spirit, Ancestors grant me the position on the job of the business, then I am going to work where that business can make money so they can continue to pay me. And when it's time to give me the proper raises that are necessary, I am not going to go on a job and not work and then try to do hoodoo or voodoo or Santeria on the management team to look at me and give me money where they weren't making money off what they already paying me. Because a business is for profit. Why are you doing conjure work? Why are you doing root work for a 9-10 inch penis when this is only a fantasy? You don't need to be in a relationship with a long dick man, gay, straight, I don't care. Because that man is want to have sex regularly and you only want that out of a fantasy. You have no business, sir or ma'am, trying to be in a covenant relationship with somebody that you're only experimenting with the experience. That's all you're trying to do. You only want the experience of this big titty, big booty woman. You do not want to maintain that relationship. And so therefore you should not be going in lying to yourself first of all. Secondly, lying to her because you do realize that it's going to take work to be in a relationship with that type of person. You get all of it and all of my platform. I'm talking about, I know I have smart people. I know I have people that can reason. I don't know where it short circuits. Because at the end of the day, y'all, this is what I want. when I come on my live, what I want is that people are growing, people are making things make sense, and therefore we are walking in honor where nobody can make you ashamed of how you practice your spirituality, because you have a clear understanding why you do what you do, and they will see the results afterwards. Okay? I've been talking about this legal situation that I've been in, that my mother got me into, and now I am fighting to get out there. I did not sit there and burn candles, go to the cemetery, go to the crossroad, burn my courtroom incense, burn my candles, and then turn around and not get any and spend any money in legalities to get the legal assistance that I need to beat this company. Because I'm going up against a lawyer, a group of lawyers, and a law firm. How you gonna come into that battle with $50 and a coupon, huh? A half a tank of gas and oodles of noodles? I don't, where did you, how you talking big way up here, but then when you come down to effort, you way down here? That don't make no sense. I make sense of the I want you to see the nonsense. Every 21 days, I give you free information. Every 21 days, energy changes. Every 21 days creates a pattern. Every 21 days. I don't care if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. I don't care if you work with roots. I don't care if you work with candles. I don't care if you work with incense. I don't care if you work with animals. It doesn't matter if you work with the dead, the living, planetary magic, Goetia. It don't matter. Everything. It's a system that the divine created for all of us. So no matter what path we are on, those things still apply. You still at this age putting your wants before your needs. How can you make voodoo, hoodoo look good when you as a grown man or woman keep putting what you want in front of what is essential for you to operate from day to day? To keep the stress out of your life so you can stay as youthful as you can, that you can stay healthy as you can, that you can stay rational as you can, that you don't be out here have to make irrational decisions because you've been doing. Let me tell y'all something. I preached this years ago. You gonna pay now or you gonna pay later. You can wait to take it. It's best to be proactive. I don't tell people what to do. Assess what you want in your life. Where you at? Where are you in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s? Is your health good? Is your finance good? Do you have a type of retirement? Did you start it? What kind of fallbacks do you have? That's what I teach on here. I don't care if you're working with High John. I don't care if you're working with Talisman. It don't matter to me. At the end of the day, you still need to make what you're doing make sense. You want to be doing reversal work and you've been late for 3 months. Reverse what? You the one doing it to you. Make it make sense. The ATRS. Y'all, I would not get on this platform and tell y'all that something works and it don't. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sell you a oil that's going to make you a millionaire. When you don't even respect money like that, when you don't know how to store up for rainy days, when you don't respect the currency of money, like if you hit the lotto, it's not gonna stay. A fool and his money gonna depart. I don't care if you do hoodoo, voodoo, it don't matter. The whole purpose. Listen, God gonna bless me, and I do realize that a lot of people out here got to tell you different things to make their money, and I'm not out here to tell y'all what to hear and believe. I'm just saying I'm going to make sense of the nonsense. The victories I get is because I am practical about my approach to life. I don't sit there and when the phone rings from my credit card company because I ain't made a payment, I don't call them the devil because I the one spent their money and I the one came in agreement with that. I'm not doing voodoo on them because they want their money for the money. That's nonsense. Ain't nobody attacking you. You don't spit them people shit. They want their money. That's not the devil. What's up, my Stormy? My Fetty Foom? Y'all, the nonsense. You sit there and listen, and many of you guys will attest. This man is telling the truth. It don't matter if you do hoodoo. It don't matter if you do conjure. It don't. And I done told him, I said, listen, I'm a one-man show. It's like it goes in one ear, it goes out another. If you want a man to make money, that means he can't be home with you in the bed, digging in your tail. He got to be out there making money so you can live the lifestyle that you claim you want. But now you decide to go cheat on him as though he has a deficiency himself, when the truth is you's a lying bitch and you wasn't honest about what you wanted out your life. And so the universe could have sent you a nigga that do half what he do, give you more dick, and give you, and still you live a decent life, but you don't live a high life. Because in order to live on high on the hog, your ass got to be on top of the hog. And you got to stay on top of the game. And so therefore you can't be spending all that time digging in somebody behind. When I was married, my wife hated when I was on vacation because I got time to wear that ass out. You understand? But when I'm at work, I got to come in there and I got to drill, and I got to go to bed because I got to get up and go to work. See, that's rational. That makes sense to me. I'm not out here dropping prayer all around because I'm afraid to acknowledge where I am in my life. I want to make sense of why you even do voodoo. I want to make sense of why you even do conjure. I want to make sense why you even read your Psalms. I want to make sense why you even get up in the morning and talk about how good God is. Because you don't act like God being good to you. You act like God done put you in a life and entrap you in a situation and then got you out here going through things and struggling. When the truth is that you are the one that continuously not renew your mind. You're the one that chooses not to change your patterns every 21 days. You the one choose to say, you know what? Instead of me buying, paying, and investing in this, I'm gonna spend sparingly, but I'm gonna hope abundantly. I'm gonna say it again. Bendición Alicia. I'm gonna say it again. I am going to spend sparingly, and then I'm going to hope abundantly. Who told you? Who told you? It takes money to make money. If you want to live a certain lifestyle, then you got to get around people that live that life. Because if you ain't never lived it, then how can you teach yourself something you like? Make it make sense. How you gonna do something for you? You can't. You can't. You have to learn. That's why the Bible said, all you're getting, get understanding. How you gonna change your behavior if all your life you have lived with having just enough? How you gonna walk in abundance if all your life that everything you did was to destroy your health? The way you think destroys your health. The way that you eat, the diet, the time. Like you don't, your awareness of your body, your temple. You constantly ignoring the signs of your body. And now all of a sudden you're trying to act like God has put you in a situation when the truth is that you have never eaten. I tell people all the time, I got a friend that do legal work for me. And I was telling him, you eat not to get full. You eat for energy. The same reason why you would go to the gas station to put gas in your car. So not for your car just to have gas, for you to go to the places where you desire to go. That gas has purpose. So the point of eating anything, whatever it may be, is for energy. And why would I eat something that cannot give me ache? Like, make it make sense. It's nonsensical. You know that your body is 75% water and your ass don't drink water. Huh? You don't want to drink cum. You don't want to swallow water. Like, we don't know what to do for you. You don't want no liquid in you. So somewhere down the line, your body is going to break down because at least 75. It's like your teacher saying, this test right here is 75% of your grade. You should know consciously if you fail that particular test, that 75% of your grade is over. Where's the rationale? So why does it matter who you licking and sticking? Why does it matter who moved next to you when you can't even get your basic down? When somebody comes and give you rational information, you think somebody talking about you. At some point in your life, you have to understand that it takes spirituality, yes, but it also takes a well-made up mind. It takes a mindset. And a lot of times you can't get there because you're struggling. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of women mess up their relationships. Not only with men or women, but just relationship period. Looking at another woman. The average woman is trying to outdo another woman. You're not trying to edify your relationship where you're at. You're trying to say, well, if this woman can do it, I can do it. Why? Even if you could do it, why do it? When that's not what you're here for. Even if you could. What does that mean I can do if she can do it? What if that's just not what you were built to do? Huh? They got bicycle races, they got skate racing, they got car races, they got boat race. You can race, but why you spending time out there racing? Where you going? You ain't even getting paid for it. That's anything that you're not getting paid for is called a hobby. Maybe somebody didn't explain that to you. Anything that you're doing that you don't get paid for, baby, that's not a job. That's not a business. That's called a hobby. I don't care if you got business cards. If you're not getting paid and there's no profit in what you're doing, that's a hobby. Because it's not beneficial to you and nobody else attached to you. That is nonsense. When you listen to me, at some point you need to say, okay, he actually cares because I keep iterating certain things. If you were graduating, then there were notes I could go to the next level. Why would I go to the next level when I'm dragging you right where we at? I smell the brakes. I try to explain to people how to stay mentally healthy. I try to explain it. I can't tell you what to take because even if I tell you the herb, it costs money to get the herbs. It takes discipline to take them on a day basis. All of that takes revenue. So how you want such a prosperous and healthy life in life when you are not trying to get your economics together? Some of y'all should have been broke up with certain friends years ago. That bitch don't profit you at all. I don't care if he a male or female. That person don't bring nothing to your life but drama. But that's your friend. You need therapy. You need to understand why that, of all the people on planet Earth, that's your friend. They qualify more as an enemy and an adversary than a friend. If there was a job application and a job description, they would be more of an adversarial to you than actually an alliance. And why do I have to tell you? Why you need to read it? Why do you need somebody to tell you this ain't good for you? And then you're going to get mad with the person that you paid to tell you the truth. Making sense of nonsense and ATR. You got to first understand what the ATR is in. Then why are you practicing? Why are you giving that energy to that particular thing? What are you trying to accomplish? This is what lets me know who to listen to. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care if it's in the streets. I don't care. When you don't have a goal for yourself, when you don't have a vision for your life, I promise you, sir and man, somebody out there got one for you. And you cannot complain that you don't know where you're going because you don't know what to listen to. You don't know who to give an ear to because you ain't grounded in yourself. At some point when you say to yourself, God brought me here. If you have ever announced that, you know what, God led me to Apostle Ely, then that is the point that you need to stop saying you know what you're doing. You need to start listening. Why did God send me to this interview? What about his energy, his frequency, the vibration that God, divine mother, ancestor think is necessary for me? Then why am I over here looking at this person and looking at that person? Why am I over there today going to FedEx when I work at UPS? I speak to my FedEx people, Amazon, but I know where the fuck I belong. I know where I done put my work in. And I can't do what Amazon, because sometimes they be riding down the road, Amazon driver be riding down the road with their doors open, with their no seatbelt. UPS don't play that shit. Why are you over there looking at somebody else practice the ATR and how they doing stuff when you know the leader you got don't play it like that? All you're going to do is frustrate yourself. Now you feel like they got you doing something you shouldn't be doing. This is why y'all don't understand why people can play on you. Because somebody can tell you what you don't have to do when they don't know what you got to do. I'm going to say that again real slow. Somebody can tell you what you should be doing when they don't know what you need to be doing. The only person that needs to know what you should be doing is you. And you should be able to take that advice with a grain of salt. I'm not going to let somebody talk to me. I had a co-worker. He still, as a matter of fact, he's still working there. He used to come into work and complain because the truth is he didn't want to work. That's all. It all boiled down. He didn't want to work, but he had to get on the truck. So he would always complain. He gonna leave the job. He gonna go to FedEx, and he just kept on. One day he wasn't even talking to me, but I got tired of him. I said nobody gives a fuck about where you were. If you want, quit then, because nobody want to hear that. You've been saying that for the longest. See, when men go to telling me what they want to do, it irritates me because you a grown-ass man. If you don't want to work here, all it is you didn't want to work. So when they had created another position where he could make less money and be off and he had to be on there, he ain't been complaining no more. That's all it is. Know why you got to complain. What's up, my love, in the house? What Mama Sue said? If you don't make sense of your needs, how you gonna make sense of anything else? You still take from number one and give the number two no sense. But then you right back where you. I know that. And guess what? It's okay when a child do that, y'all. Don't get me wrong. It's okay when a child do that because they don't know enough about life. It ain't okay. I don't care if you are a crown. I don't care if you initiated, non-initiated. I don't care if you've been practicing magic since you was in the embryo stage. If you still out here repeating things that you should have gotten over, if you still need training wheels in certain areas of your life at your age, then that's a you problem. Ain't no amount of magic, ain't no amount of sorcery. I know my conjure work. I live it myself. I use it myself. But what I cannot do is work against the very thing that I'm praying about. I can't behave in a way that repels the very thing that I'm asking God for. If you gonna have dirty sex, stay clean. I'm going to say it again. If you're going to have dirty sex, what you talking about, Apostle? If I know I'm fit to get down and dirty, the type of sex that I like to get down and dirty, that means I'm going to clean my body. I'm going to also put certain herbs in my body to clean my system. I'm also going to clean my system before, and I'm going to clean my system after. I'm also going to keep my environment clean, because when I get dirty, I want to do it in a clean environment. You understand me? Y'all? So you can't. They don't make no sense. When you know what type of sex you like to do, then you should be the first one to always have yourself prepared for whatever situation that you're in. If you know that man like head early in the morning because he got the piss and he don't want to piss, he want to get head out of it, then keep you some baby wipes next to or something, some sanitary that you can wash that thing down and still handle your business, and then you ain't got health issues. Because at some point you should know somebody's habits. You should know somebody's cycles. You should know when they get paid. You should know certain things you shouldn't be praying about. You should just know about it. Some of y'all, let me tell you another thing y'all do. This don't make no sense to me. You don't know how to have a conversation. You rather pray about a conversation to a God, an ancestor, an egun, or some type of spirit or entity to listen to you than talk to the actual person that can actually resolve your issue. You make on today, on this Saturday, you help me make sense. Why you talking to God when you need to be talking to Tim? Why you talking to Orisha when you need to be talking to Rahu? Why are you having a conversation with Oshun when you need to be talking to Natasha? Like why you bypass and you way over here? No. You need to be able to articulate and resolve issues. It's called critical thinking. Just make it make sense. Why are we doing a reversal? I told this lady. See, people get upset because I don't like. I honestly, y'all, I would not let you bring nonsense to me. I would not let you even set me up for failure with your foolishness. I would stop you because that's crazy what you said. If the man left for the reason that he left for, and now you want to do reconciliation work, but you ain't changed the reason why he had a problem in the first place. Wouldn't you fix, reestablish that when he returns, he does not see the very thing that told him to leave in the first place? Like, I need to make that make sense. I don't care if you do obeah work. I don't care if you do conjure. I don't care if you do mysticism. I don't care. I'm really answering exactly the message of myself. I do this because I honestly care, y'all. It is not always profitable for me to get online. I do it anyway. It is not always, I'm not always in the best of moods. I care about my melanated people. I don't understand what else I can say because it's nonsense. And then you get around somebody as powerful as I am, instead of what I have, making your life better and putting you in a better position and giving you better quality of people and relationships. Whether you want to be the man or a woman, or whether you want a job or a career, or whether you just want a more healthier life. This is the stuff that I share. There's no, as my son would say, there ain't no cap in this. It don't make no sense to me because I know I'm telling you. I literally give people answers to the test and you still flunk it. And you don't want me to say nothing. And that's crazy in itself. Then what was the purpose of me giving you the answers? Why not fail on your own? Why leave me out of it? I want to help somebody that actually wants to know. I want to help. When I tell you guys about my classes and I use them. I get my victory. I'm giving you an opportunity instead of you fighting. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I couldn't have got out of my dilemma or got where I am in my situation without giving money. If I wouldn't have paid those legal people, I wouldn't have the testimony. And yes, I said it costs money to get victory. It costs money to be healed. It costs money to stay and pay attention. It costs money to keep people out your goddamn business. It costs resources. That's why we down here on the airplane. Get that through your head. You're not going to bring the spirit and the frequency of abundance down with your struggling ass. You're going to have to go where abundance is. That's what you do. You don't try to make stupid people smart. You go around other smart people. You get around like-minded people. That makes sense to me. I'm not going to try to turn a whore into a housewife. I want the whore. If I don't want the whore, I get the housewife. Or I get the housewife with whole tendencies. Or I get the whole with wife possibility. But you can't turn nobody into nothing. They are grown. They make that choice. If they want to suck dick all day long and waste their life away with nut all in their throat, what can you do? Burn candles, get this. At the end of the day, after we get through doing all of that, they're going to still be gozzling cum. I know I'm a Sagittarius. I go to the extreme of my metaphors and my analogies, but at the end of the day, I don't know what to do. I don't understand it. I know I am clear. I know that I'm telling people stuff I don't have to tell them. I know I'm giving you insight to yourself so you can say, you know what, I got to do this. But I can't make you do it. I can't make you start spending money on bullshit that serves you no purpose and start spending your money on things that are actually going to change your life. You grown. I'm not gonna trick you. I'm not gonna psych you out. I'm not doing none of that because you grown. If you like it, I, Apostle Ely, love it. But my platform is for transformation. I did not get crowned Mafedi from Oya for everything in my life to remain the same. I did not get crowned for me to come on these platforms and continue to listen to the nonsensical stuff that I hear. I can't do that. I want you to ask yourself this question. If you want, I'm 51 years old. If you want to look renewed, refreshed, revived, huh? If you want to be able to have sex with somebody, they don't even smell it on you. That takes work. If you want to be the person that when you open up your mouth, people listen, then you need to have something in your goddamn head. Do you not realize that a lot of frustration in a relationship because people have not evolved in themselves, so there's not much to them, and so therefore when you spend a little more time with them, you start seeing them repeat certain behaviors and certain paths because they ain't evolved. You understand? Even a fruit, even a tree, everything goes through an evolution. This is why, and I told this young lady this, I said, listen, that man might be right for you, R-I-G-H-T, but he ain't ripe, R-I-P-E. He ain't in the season for you to be consuming. He might be right for you, but he ain't ripe. She might be right for you, but it ain't in the season where you can consume. There's time that there's certain things that you just did a labor, and in due season you shall reap your reward. But not you. Not you. You're going to try to bite into that lemon before time. You're going to try to eat that apple before time. It doesn't matter that you know that person it has the potential. They're going to be there, but they ain't there yet, and you're still trying to pull from it. Making nonsense make sense. I'm a child of Oya. I can't be something that I'm not. I'm a person of change. I have Sagittarian energy. I am adaptable. And I keep trying to tell y'all, when it comes down to spirituality, y'all don't know how to stay focused. It's people can come into your lane. Let me tell you something. Let me say it like this. And I just want y'all to give me a listening ear. Just give me a moment. I could never be as distracted as some of y'all allow people to distract you. I don't care if they got good intentions. When I know what I need to do, I know how to ignore my cravings. I know how to ignore my situations. I know how to ignore what people are doing and saying because I'm focused. When y'all going through stuff, anything and everything you let distract you. You cannot afford not to be focused. You cannot afford to allow certain things. Like, what a part of you got something to do as a grown man or woman? But I can't tell you nothing. Because you have these bad habits. You don't respect the fact that your energy is water. You don't respect the fact that your energy is earth. You don't respect the fact that your energy is fire. You don't respect the fact that your energy is air. And so therefore, when I'm talking to you based off of your Ache and what you have been purposed to do, then you just don't listen. What you do is, because I'm a man, I must be don't know something. Well, let me explain something to you. Look at my resume and look at your resume. I guarantee I got more victories than you got. And I think that in my common sense, I'm going to listen to the person that person is just going through, but that person is actually getting victory. That person is actually subduing their adversary. That person is actually getting physically healed. That person is actually manifesting. And guess what? I am not out here putting on a mirage. I'm going to say that again. I tell people, I've been living a infamous life a long time. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be 1,000 with you. It's hard to stay impressed with somebody once you actually meet them. I'm going to say that again. You got to be a well-rounded person for somebody to stay in a position after meeting you to stay impressed with your life. The average person, when you meet them, it starts to drop. Very few people, they continue to admire that individual after meeting you. If you are around somebody that you're constantly being able to continue that admiration for that individual, that means that person is constantly evolving. That person is constantly elevating. That person is constantly changing patterns. That person is embracing their personal truth. They're actually going through things and then they're mastering them. Because the average person, after being around them after a while, they become consistent. They become consistent in their failure. They become consistent in their worries. They become consistent in their negativity. What's up, my Fetty Funo Shun? I want y'all to understand why I'm coming on this platform. Stop trying to impress people when you don't have but so much in your cup. My son, he was going to this individual's house, and they kept announcing this house in a certain. He come because our family has a lot of property and stuff like that. So the way that they were talking, he was expecting something more grand than what he saw. Stop getting around other spiritualists, other people, and then trying to toot your horn way louder than it needs to be. A lot of times, I'm telling some of y'all, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna use the tactics of a hoe. Some of y'all do not know how to have your own man. Some of y'all don't know how to have your own woman. And in every part of your life, you don't know how to build without messing with other people's stuff. I'm gonna say it again. When you are not, and you don't understand the concept of having your own, and just because you have a need. I remember my your oldest son had told me, he said, I said, why you keep messing with my stuff? He said, because I'm hungry. I said, why you keep drinking my stuff? He said, because I'm thirsty. I said, well, you go out there to that car lot, you need a car? Take it. I said, but I know you're not going to go out there and mess with them people because you know you go to jail. Even if a child know better, then you know better. I watch some of y'all, even in everyday life, why you end up in the situation because you yourself are not being aware of your energy. You yourself are not being aware of how you conduct yourself. And you will invade other people's spaces and claim that you didn't know you were doing wrong. I know the difference between my yard and my neighbor's yard. My neighbor don't have to come out and tell me, do not plant my tree on his property. Because I already know what my property line is. When I go on my neighbor's yard, I'm doing that deliberately. I would at least some of us to admit, we know we be causing people in trespassing in our brothers and sisters' territory. That's spiritually, that's economically, that's sexually, that's mentally. And then when things happen, we want to act like we are victim when we trespass against people easily. Because long as it's something that we want, then it doesn't matter how we go and interfere in other people's spaces. This is the stuff that you're supposed to learn at home. This is stuff that your parents, instead of talking about who going with who, they should have been telling you about how to conduct yourself as a human being out here and interacting with other energies and people. So you can have a safe journey through this thing called life. You don't get to disrespect another man because you slept with disrespectful as men. And the only reason why you got disrespectful men in your life because you were a disrespectful woman. Because if you had respect for yourself, you would never continue those relationships with those men. If you don't want to be treated like a low-life ass woman, then stop doing low-life ass things. If you don't, let me tell y'all something. The reason why you keep getting catfish because you keep going with catfish the whale. So no matter what cleansing work I do on you, no matter what conjuring work I do, we're gonna always end up with catfish. So when I offer you offer you some mustard and some ketchup for your catfish, don't try to say I'm trying to put you down. That you done showed me over and over. That's your diet. What's up, Jelly Sweet? Much love. Cool. That's right, Stormy. No cool. And some of y'all don't realize the ghetto that you done lived in has fucked your mind up. Being around them poor people and struggling people have fucked your mind up because you don't know how to behave around people that got substance. You don't know how to hang around people that has things to lose. You don't know how to hang around people that have boundaries. Now you always conflicting with people because you think somebody doing something to you. because you don't hung around people that always blame other people for the conditions of their life. I want to teach you how to walk in authority. I want you to, and guess what? It's going to take time because you've been doing bullshit all your life. You ain't been honest all your life. You still lying to yourself today. You're still trying to make like life doing something to you when you came here to live life. And when things get real in your life, then you're going to run to somebody real. But then eventually, when they start calming things down, you're gonna run away from them. I don't mind somebody leaving me because of my standards. I don't mind somebody leaving me because I won't let you bullshit. That don't bother me. I don't know why it bothers you, sir and ma'am. But if a Negro walk out your life because you want something out of life and you're not gonna keep on the cycles at our age, that's a good thing. That means you're doing well by you. So you keep doing your conjure. You keep doing your prayer. But if you're still in a relationship, you're still encountering with people that serve you not, and you know it, you're not doing, I don't know what kind of spell work you're doing, what kind of spiritual, and ain't none of them told you this bullshit you doing? Because you keep lying to yourself? There's no, I have biological children. There's no way that my kid's doing something stupid, I'm not going to say something new. I'd rather you stop speaking to me and block me first. I'm not going to sit there and have a conversation with you and I know what you're saying is stupid and it's out of context. And I know that you ain't even in the season or the region to be doing what you talking about doing. I ain't finna do that. I'm not finna give you a candle. I'm not finna do we finna get some mental help. Because how you don't see that's going to cause problems for you. Especially knowing who you are. I always tell my kids, as long as you know who you are, you can make the right decision for yourself. You can associate with the right type of people. I always knew that I was never going to, I knew when I got to UPS, it was going to give me the type of money to put me in a position to do the things that I really want to do. I always knew that UPS was never going to give me the life and wealth that I desire. I already knew that I had to get that for myself, but it gave me a consistent income. You got to know why you have certain things in your life. Why is this man? Why is this woman? Why am I your apostle? Why am I your leader? Why do you listen to me? Why do you even give me an ear? If you can't answer that at the very least, then what are we doing here? That means somebody else can claim to have what I got and you be over there messing with them. Because it all sounds the same to you. We ain't the same. Because we got different journeys, different paths, different purposes. I love what I do. I don't like it. I love it. When I love the fact that how we interact. I love the fact that other people think they can come on our platform and act like they got it for you more than I got it for you. I like that. I like to see some of y'all fall for it. So you can realize that you didn't even know why you were here. You didn't even understand why your egoons, your spirits, your ancestors, your God sent you to my platform. Because if you did, you would know what a distraction is. Deal with the aspect that you don't like to be told what to do from a masculine man. Because it's not because I'm not smart. It's not because I'm not self-sufficient. It's not because I'm not good looking. It's not because I stink. It's not because I don't represent myself well. I check off more boxes than your father and the man that you laying down with. And you still won't listen to me. So I know you're not listening to them. When you can't support, if I can't support a woman that has her own and doing it, then that says something about me as a man. And this has nothing to do with sexual preferences. It has nothing to do with sexuality. This is a basic understanding. If I got a problem with somebody in authority because I'm not an authority, then I'm a hater. Because once I get in authority, I'm going to want them people to what? Respect my authority. That means I was doing the bullshit and I knew I was doing the bullshit and I'm fake and I'm phony. And I have become a master at pretending that I'm a victim and that I really want to be friends with people, places, and things. When the truth is, I'm just there to get what I'm trying to get. And when I get it, I don't even know what to do with it because then I'm not even going to use it in the right way because I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just watching other people. Some of y'all don't even know when a bitch lost. Just because somebody's driving around don't mean they know where they're going. I've seen people walk in the orgies, don't know what. How you lost in an orgy, you going to get fucked. How you going to get lost in this environment. Some of y'all, I fear for you because there are certain environments you don't need to be lost. My son out in California, it's certain, you don't need to get lost because you're going to end up on certain streets. It's certain places in these ATRs, certain man, you don't want to be lost. You don't, nobody should turn around in the ATR and look at you and know that you are out of place. Baby, sometimes locking your doors and rolling up your windows can't help you because some people break them windows. You can't pretend you know where you're going. You either know where you're going or you don't. And you're never going to find yourself and you're going to stay lost until you stop pretending that you know where you're going. That's the same thing women say about men. You can't even get help and direction because you keep pretending you know what you got it. We love to say, oh, I got it. How the hell you got it? We already 45 minutes late. You want me to sit here and continue to allow you to pretend that you know where you're going. And then you tell me I don't believe in you, I don't trust in you. That's nonsense, y'all. I'm not for to follow a parked car. Unless I don't have nowhere to go, I'm not following a parked car. I'm not following somebody that is putting on in these ATR because I am not putting on. So there's no reason. I try to deal with a lot of different people, but I realize why I'm not their flavor because I'm not out here putting on fronts. And I'm not speaking in anybody in particular. I'm just saying why things are the way they are. And you should be cool with that. You should be cool why certain people don't fuck with you. It should really not bother you. If certain family members don't want to show up to your event, it should not even bother you. Because you already know you don't like them no way. But if you're a fake ass person, you will want people around you so you can put on front like you something to them or to show them that you bought something that they don't really give a damn about. Why would somebody care if you got married or got a house or anything when they don't even care for you? And if they ain't utilizing it, why are you inviting them? But you'll do that. And then you claim to be a spiritualist. So I want somebody I know that's smart out there. I want you to tell me where the lies are. Tell me where what I'm saying don't make sense, but what you saying makes sense. Why you keep doing what you're doing? What's the purpose of you being enlightened if you're going to still walk in the dark? What's the purpose of me telling you about Psalm 27, the Lord is your light, and you're still going to dumble? You're gonna deliberately turn out the lights and take the light bulb off so you can force yourself to stay in the dark. Mama said that you go to be the best when your blessings come. And when you go to the one where they tell you that what you want to hear, be back in the hole. I have fought and won against other spiritualists in these ATRs. I'm not out here jaw-jacking. I not only win for myself, I win for others. And sometimes I have to fight harder, but it's hard to fight for somebody that's scared to spend money. Michael Jackson came out of that situation because he was willing to spend money to get those attorneys and those spiritualists on his book. Ain't nobody fit to get out. I'm telling you. Nobody can afford to get out here and fight your battles for free. Fight your battles for crumbs. You got to... At what point you going to say you worth it? No, not the bullshit that you've been reading in the book. I'm talking about, I want you as it's like when you know your property value. You do not sell your house beneath your property value unless you have to. And you choose to. When you know your value, then you know why you're doing what you're doing or not doing what you're doing. But the stuff you're doing, you're convincing me you don't know your value. It's certain men should never have been able to sniff your drawers. No less than get the juices and the fluids out of your drawers. If you were what you said you were. Reevaluate. You around here telling everybody you a high class man and you down here sucking dick for chicken McNuggets. Make it make sense. You eating whole corn holes for cheese biscuits. Make it make sense. Monique say no lies being told. I'm a rational person. I've been doing magic since I was a child. So if anybody can tell you about spirituality and how it affects your life, I can. So make it make sense to me. I'll listen. But if that shit don't make sense, it just don't make sense. And if you shouldn't be in that cycle, why you want me to agree with you? Both of us don't need to be crazy. Somebody need to be sane on this ship. So you going over there and be crazy, and when you ready and grown enough, you decide to stop playing crazy, then you come on back on over here and get some of this sense and leave that nonsense over there. But when you ain't ready to grow up and you think that no, you got to put in the get. And stop using this excuse, somebody did this. No. Either you trust what you are hearing and seeing, either it is factual, either it is showing evidence, or it ain't both. I would tell people you're not gonna make me good or evil. You're gonna pick one. You're not gonna make me the devil today, and cause you mad with me, and tomorrow I'm a saint. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. If I made sense on Tuesday, I'm making sense on Saturday. You're not gonna make me a dumbass on Saturday cause you mad with me cause I ain't give you no dick, or I ain't let you gargle my. You're not gonna do that to me. I don't know about y'all, but I don't let certain people do so. You're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna call me Superman and treat me like Clark Kent. That don't make no sense to me, huh? You ain't gonna call me Sweet Dick Willie and then turn around and treat me like I'm Nubby Nub. I ain't gonna let you do that to me, huh? How you gonna let him tell you got good pussy and then treat you like you got warped? You like your pussy has been inspired, like it's been spoiled. No, you're not gonna do that. Now, whatever you think about me, you need to enunciate that, and then I'm gonna determine whether I want to embrace how you mentally deal with me. Other than that, you're not gonna call me great and treat me like mediocre. That don't make no sense to me. If I'm all that in a bag of chips, then you gonna act accordingly. And that's based off of you. What you said, not what I said. I'm just in agreement with what you just said. So we can walk in harmony. Two can't walk together. So that makes sense to me. But you're not gonna tell me I'm a good man and treat me like I'm Leroy that just keep going back and forth to jail. I'm not, that don't make no sense. I'm not for the pray to God to help to open your eyes. I'm not going to do that. I will punch in your eyes, but I ain't going to pray to God and waste none of my achi. I want us to do better, and we cannot, certain man, do better if we keep allowing this nonsense to go. There's no reason to give you more revelation and insight when you're not applying it. Change. Readjust yourself so your life gets better. So when you get up in the morning, it's worth living. If you make the proper adjustment, you'll be happy too. Then you'll be happy for another bitch. Male or female. Then you won't be out there. You'll have what you need in your space. But you ain't doing the work. You over there jumping on one foot like the woman in Coming to America. Earth. For some chicken McNuggets. I come along, you want my Klondike bar. Bitch, I'm gonna give you chicken McNugget and you gonna hop for me just like that. If you don't want people treating you a certain type of way, then don't go for certain things. Huh? Every inch I give, it must be respected. One thing about me, if you ever fool with me, and if you have food rap, some of my hoes be watching me out here, you know I make you respect every inch I give. And my inches will not be disrespected. That's a possibility. I don't know about how everybody do things, but I can only teach what I do. I can't teach you why somebody else do root work this way. I can't teach you why somebody else do voodoo like this. I can't teach you. I can only come on my platform and share with you how I conduct my life, and I can only be authentically myself. And so therefore, I can't tell people what to go for. I'm telling you, it got to make sense to me. It got to make sense why you friend. It got to make sense why you this close. It got to make sense to me why you doing what you doing in my life. That got to make sense to me. Some of this stuff you trying to make, I don't see the sense in it. I'm looking, I'm sitting in Capricorn. I'm sitting in Aquarius, and I'm trying to make sense of this. And I'm listening to you. And the more you talk, the more it don't make no sense. Huh? By the time I get a couple inches, I already know what you can handle. At this point, you can't tell me what you can handle because I'm in there now. Now it makes sense why you didn't call me back. It wasn't because I wasn't what I was. You couldn't handle what I had. It makes sense that you are dodging me. It's nothing I did wrong. You bit off more than you can chew. Gobble, gobble. Sometimes you step in arenas with people when you think you in a place and then you find out very quickly that you ain't in that arena and you feel some type of way. And so therefore you don't necessarily know how to bow out gracefully. So you do ghosting. You start to create like the person did something to you because you don't came to the conclusion, I ain't deep enough. I'm not this and that with this person. So now I don't know how to bow down gracefully out of the situation. Mother Susan, I'm still trying to figure out what do I teach on my platform that don't make sense. What do I teach on my platform that's not rational? I talk about every type of sex. I talk about every type of economics. I talk about the spiritualities. I teach universal laws. I don't even put my own personal belief. All I'm asking today on a Saturday, in the energy of Saturn energy, the taskmaster, the reward of them that diligently seek him. Why is it wrong to make sense? Adjust your life to live the reality and the frequency you desire. And yes, it's going to take work. And hopefully it does take work so you don't let nobody just come in there and knock your stuff down. That you are willing to, as a grown man and woman, to fight for what you done labored for. This is why I love the people that follow me. Because y'all support me regardless. Because it takes something to be on my platform. Because every day you can't wake up and hearing this. Just like every day you can't wake up and I'm going to say this again. I don't know why I keep saying this. But some of y'all out here praying for certain dicks in your life. Sir. What if that man want to have sex 4 times a week? Can you handle that? Ma'am, what if that man wants to go in every hole you got in and then turn around he wants to do that 4 times a week? Are you ready for that? It's 7 days. I want to talk about, I want us to stop making this, it don't make no sense. In fact, you are not going to call me a queen and treat me like a friend. And I like what Alicia said, but I also want to say this. I can't go right here calling myself a king and ain't got no kingdom. That don't make no sense. Not only you don't got a kingdom, you don't have a refrigerator. You don't have no cabins. You don't have no courtyard. You don't have no coins. Like, what are we doing? Are we playing imaginary friends around here? Aren't we too grown for that? We got real ancestors that in the spirit world. We don't have to play imaginary. I'm not going to say, that's why I can stand my ground. We can't not be these things in word only. We must represent the very title or whatever it is. And so therefore we know how to stop people. As a man of God, I know when to say I don't know what I'm talking about. I know when I say that ain't what. Just because you claim to be something in life, you also got to be mature enough to understand what you don't know, what you can't do, and what you ain't got. All right, I'm done. I got to go check on Chloe. I hope certain man To all of you that support me, all you guys that have been there for me, all of you guys that hit my Cash App, all of you guys that believe in what I do on this platform, that if you do not mind, and I say this, hit like buttons now. If my teaching is worth your time, if you have literally actually learned something that you did not know from this platform, then acknowledge that on this platform, because I need to know that you are learning something. You ain't got to tell me on my how all that you learn. What is it that did you get as a 50-year-old woman, as a 40-year-old man, as a 20-year-old man, as a 21, as a business as a business owner, as somebody that's in relationship, as somebody? What is on my platform so I know that you're getting it? That you are actually understanding that magic is not out here to replace common sense. It's energy. And I want you to respect me at the end of the day, that I'm out here more than just talking about generating funds for ministry. I hope that you understand that I'm getting out here and doing this because I genuinely care. And I know at some time, because I do certain things, that you can't afford certain things. But if you work, I work with you. It's not because I have to. Because I want you to win. But you got to want it more than I want it. Because it's your life. I am not, sir and ma'am, going to fight harder for your dreams and goals than you are. Because if it don't mean that to you, if you're not willing to sacrifice for it, I'm not going to do that. I'm 51 years old. I can't do it. And I'm not going to do it. And I'm just being honest. So, I don't know if this helps. I hope it is. I hope understanding comes. I hope that when you share this, that we making sense of the nonsense and stop dispelling the operations of the ATRs because you ain't got your shit together and you ain't trying to get it together. It's okay. But what you don't do, don't try to align yourself with people that actually have their shit together. And if I make a mess, I can clean it up. And I'm not going to blame somebody else for the mess that I created. That's just me. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that share. And like I said, if you don't mind, comment up under this video. If anything, since you've been following me or got a consultation with me. All right? God bless you.